The first thing that everyone tells us if you're nervous before a big speech or presentation is to just breathe. Breathe into our bellies for a few minutes. And that has never helped me. I understand that breathing might help some people, but I've been doing this a long time and it's never helped me manage my stage fright. And if you're like me or want to find out hopefully more effective ways that will help us manage our stage fright, stick around. We're going to go over 4 ways to help us do just that. Hey, my name is Hydrate and I'm the founder of Frantically Speaking, and I love learning about effective communications and sharing those learnings with you so that you can level up your communications game as well. Before we get into those 4 points, the biggest thing to understand is that if we are nervous before a big talk or before anything, the nervousness is not going to go away. It's a very deep-rooted problem that cannot be eradicated in a few minutes or even a few hours. Instead, a much better way to look at it is to not overcome this fear, but to learn how to manage it so that we can channel it into something a lot more useful. Okay, having that set aside, let's go into the first point, which is acceptance. Accept the fact that you're nervous. Accepting that we are nervous is, I think, the most underrated thing that we can do to actually manage our stage fright. Before any big presentation, I of course still get nervous, and I found that when I tell myself, oh, okay, I'm nervous, okay, cool. Why am I nervous? Because I'm going to do something important. And that simple dialogue helps me create some mental room so that it makes it easier for me to figure out what to do about a particular problem as opposed to wasting my mental energy trying to fight my fear. The next point is to eat and hydrate. Again, this is a very underrated thing that if we are nervous, we don't feel like eating, but putting something in our mouths, whether it's a banana, a glass of milk, anything that will give us, that won't make us feel hungry or won't give us that empty stomach feeling, is a great way to help our body adapt to whatever situation that we might be in. And because we're nervous, we tend to get, our mouths tend to get dry, and it's good to constantly hydrate ourselves to make sure that we are being able to project our voice and speak clearly despite our nervousness. The third thing to do on a very practical level is to try and mitigate what can go wrong. We can't really manage our nervousness, but we can prepare for it. So on one level, it's of course very important to prepare for whatever it is that we are going to be presenting. The more we do that, the less nervous we'll feel. But other than that, there are many things that can go wrong, especially in a presentation. Your slides can get jumbled up, your clicker might not work, or our mic might have some issue. It's best to reach the venue early, sort out everything that could be wrong to make sure that all these technical things are on point, trying to have some friendly faces in the audience who we can look to while we're presenting to calm ourselves down because we're seeing some friendly faces in the audience. All these little things that we think can probably hinder our presentation, and sorting them out beforehand can help us reduce that feeling of anxiety. And the last thing to do is to shift our focus. We're so focused on ourselves, even though we are actually here for the audience. How am I presenting? How do I look? What if I'm not good enough? What if I mess up on stage? Instead of that, if we were to just simply think about, is whatever it is I'm saying making sense to the audience? Is it adding value to them? Is it entertaining or educating them in some way? And purely focusing on that, we'll stop caring so much about our body language and about how we're dressed or whether we're sweating on stage or not, because our sole focus, and that's the reason why we're here in the first place, to deliver something to the audience. And when our sole focus is on that, we stop worrying too much about ourselves. And we might have experienced this as well. If we see a speaker and they're visibly nervous, but if they are genuinely trying to help us by doing their best to provide us information in a consumable way, we can overlook if they're not maintaining proper eye contact, or if they have a conscious face, or if they forget a line or two. Shift the focus from us onto the audience. And that's about it. If you have any more questions on things like public speaking or communications, we have an entire website with in-depth articles and resources dedicated just for that. So go check out franticallyspeaking.com. And if you want to know how you can practice public speaking in your everyday life to help you actually become not just a more effective presenter, but an effective communicator, you can check out this video right here.